The situation with this old lock is that it doesn't work anymore on this pocket door. So this is where the lock typically goes, and as it closes it's supposed to catch this part here, but it doesn't do that anymore. I think it's obvious with the lock removed from the door that it wore away here at this part, and this part of course wore away at the top here. It is flatter, there's a flat spot worn into it, and no, I cannot add metal into that one, so this part needs to be replaced. That's one thing, but this also needs to be replaced. Over time this lock went through a couple of situations that made it not straight anymore. Ouch, something happened there. And when it's intact, it looks like this, of course. There's the make and model on it, and yes, it comes with a straight faceplate both ways, and it comes with this pull that flips up, and you can grab it and pull the door, obviously by this part of the lock. So over time in a normal operation, this old lock lost all this amount of metal from it. You can see the metallic particles glistening in this everywhere, which got scraped out of there underneath the lock and from there, and very simply this needs to be replaced. I do want to point out the obvious, that this pull action will only work if these two screws are holding the lock set inside the door solidly. So if the wood is compromised where the screws go, you either need a longer and longer and longer screw to find solid wood, or you need a new door. So with the lock replaced, latching improves greatly, even on the old worn pin. There, and it's staying in place solidly until it's open. However, I do want to point out that operating this lever is a nail buster, so if you have long nails, good luck, especially from the inside. Once this latches and you want to lock it, this is somewhat of an effort here. These are so close to each other, so good luck getting to it and operating it. And finally, I want to take a look at where all this came from. I'm going to take the lock case apart. So if you take out those 3 screws and remove the sidewall, this is what you'll see kinda inside. The spring was obviously compressed here in this space and provided the spring force for this latching action. So the spring is compressed here in this space, seated around there. The spring is intact, and where the copper is, that copper is lost from is the rotating copper or bronze surfaces. So in contact with this, in contact with the spring's end minimally, but right here where this rotates against the steel sidewall here, as well as the inside of it in contact with the steel spindle here, because this is how they are together. Yeah, something like this. And of course it's spring loaded, so as well as the copper, of course, is lost from the underside here where it's being gouged out. And of course, copper is also lost from the, just take out this small spring. Copper is also lost from this component here. It's also pivoting. You can see the shiny surface on it on both sides. So it's pivoting in this space. That's all it does against this spring here. And this part of the lock here is operated by the tailpiece of the lock cylinder, which is in that space. So in this space, with the lock cylinder installed and the proper key in it, which I don't have, so I just took off the tailpiece. But with the proper key, this tailpiece rotates around and hits this little cam, and then the cam just turns, or this piece just turns this much for locked or open position, and it stops this latch there from operating. Yeah, this way it's locked, and when the tailpiece swings the other way around, opens it here like so, then its latch can be opened again. So where copper is lost, obviously, is from the rotating surfaces of this component and this component here. So how is this design? Obviously, it's a stupid design. This is not a hard enough alloy to withstand use against mild steel. So yeah, plus the aforementioned required dexterity to operate these short levers so close to this plate. You're gonna need a rock climber's grip on it, and also this is so miserably close to this that it's like good luck. So ergonomics, stupid. Choice of materials could be better.